I actually feel that this is the kind of thing you would want to give your parents or grandparents because it enables them just to sit down on the couch. You can use a remote control for the one that's connected to the TV. If you have got one of the frame devices that they also sell, it's just the simplest way to connect. You can see their faces on the screen, you click on their name, and it opens up a call with them. It's for me having multiple parties join that call as well. Simple split screen. I can see everybody on the call and have a really nice conversation. And actually, the performance was fantastic as well, better than I would have experienced by doing a messenger call in other ways.
Now let's look at the latest technology in staying in touch. Facebook has got a product which is called Portal, and it's got a lot of benefits to it. Some are concerned about the idea of having a Facebook camera and microphone sitting in their home. Let's talk about all of that. Jeff Quattromani, friend of the show, tech expert, joins us. How are you, Jeff?
I'm really well, Charlie. How are you?
I'm well. I'm not sure about putting extra Facebook audio camera collecting stuff in my home, though. Tell me about the Portal and where they're up to.
Look, I think during these times where some of us are still in isolation, and especially in the past where we're all sitting at home trying to find different ways to interact with one another, video calling has to be one of the best ways to keep in touch. And Facebook decided to have some products ready to go well before this actually happened. And I've been testing one. It's called, this one here is the Portal TV. Now, it actually looks like a webcam that sits on top of your television. And you can actually put it in front if you like as well. But this now enables me to have Facebook video calls or even WhatsApp video calls with friends and family. And it's just been a great way to keep in touch from the couch.
Look, any hardware that makes this easier is obviously beneficial. I do like the idea of something like this, mainly because I can unplug it immediately after I've used it. Is it easy to plug in, start, unplug when you're finished? Is that a user scenario?
Absolutely. I actually feel that this is the kind of thing you would want to give your parents or grandparents because it enables them just to sit down on the couch. You can use a remote control for the one that's connected to the TV. If you have got one of the frame devices that they also sell, it's just the simplest way to connect. You can see their faces on the screen, you click on their name, and it opens up a call with them. It's for me having multiple parties join that call as well. Simple split screen. I can see everybody on the call and have a really nice conversation. And actually, the performance was fantastic as well, better than I would have experienced by doing a messenger call in other ways.
When we purchase hardware like this, we're looking for things such as directional microphone and the ability to reduce any background echoes, for example. That kind of stuff that makes the audio experience smoother. Did you notice that when you were using it?
Yeah, completely. Even on a poorer internet connection, I found that these Portal devices worked better than if you did a call from, say, your mobile. I will say, though, that the cameras are quite smart in that they will detect who is talking and they can actually pan and zoom onto that person. So if somebody walks into the room, that immediately they start to be seen better on camera and actually followed around a little bit. So if you're in your living room having a Facebook video call, you could still be moving about and still be seen front and center on screen.
I guess the concern is always going to be that bigger Facebook concern about what you talk about on the call, then showing up as a Facebook ad later that day or an Instagram ad or in that respect. Look, has there been any discussion, any thoughts on that one while you're using it?
Look, not for me. I know that on the actual calls themselves, you're usually talking about how bored you are at home, what wine you're drinking, what holiday you're planning after this is all over. And I think I'm probably Googling those things anyway. So that's probably why it is showing up in my feed. But no, to be honest, the security in this has been in some ways a little bit impressive because all the devices also have a physical hardware switch on them that enables you to silence or completely almost turn off the device. So it's no longer listening, no longer watching as well. So you have got some hardware controls which will actually override any sort of concerns that you have about the software listening in on what you're doing day to day.
All right. Sounds like an interesting piece of kit. As we come out of the lockdown, Will it be as popular? I reckon it will. I reckon people are going to keep videoing. I've got a lot of people who are saying to me, don't come see me. It's nothing personal, but don't come see me. I will just chat to you on video conferences. It's a lot easier. So these kinds of devices, and we'll keep looking at other devices. This one's an example. Are no doubt going to be part of our home fabric in the months and years ahead. Jeff Quattromani, friend of the show, thanks for taking some time to talk to us today.
Thank you, Charlie.